Coffee Brown brings up a good question about, have you heard about rolling in high interest credit cards or high interest debt into your mortgage? Take cash out of your mortgage and roll in your high interest debt into the mortgage, and then it saves you money. Okay, so now let's take a look at this. All right, I'm going to put in a new mortgage here. Let's put in $350,000. Okay, $350,000. And we can't even get this interest rate now, but I'm putting it in at 2.99. We can't even get that now. Okay, I'm putting it at 2.99 to make a point here. So what we did was we have $40,000 in high interest debt. Okay, high interest debt. And we're refinancing this loan to get this 2.99% interest rate. So we're going to refinance. We're going to take cash out and pay off $40,000 worth of debt, plus the refinance cost us $10,000. So we were down to $300,000, but we rolled that money in. So now we have $50,000 additional debt. But by rolling in the debt, our payments, okay, it cost us per month, our payments have dropped by over $500. We paid off the debt, and all those little minimum payments that were getting to us, all the payments on that debt was like over $500. So we're saving $500 by doing this. So am I on point right now, Coffee?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I'm listening.
All right, so let's take a look at that. So now we've rolled in the high interest debt. I'm talking about some was 15, some was 16, some was 20% interest on that debt. But we rolled it into the mortgage at 2.99. Folks, the money that you rolled into there may be the 2.99 interest rate, but it's not 2.99 interest cost. Let me show you this, because now we have to pay back $50,000. We were down to $300,000. We rolled in $40,000 worth of debt plus $10,000 for the closing costs on the loan. So now we have to pay back $50,000. Let me show you what's going on here as we are paying back this loan. So here's what we're going to do. I need you to see how much principal we pay down in the first year on this loan, Coffee. Okay? How much principal do we pay down on the first year? We pay off $7,319.54. Remember, Coffee, we rolled in 50 grand into this mortgage. And now we need to pay off the 50 grand before we can get back to the principal amount on the mortgage again. In the first year, we paid off $7,319.54. You know how much interest we paid on that? $10,365.22 in interest already. Coffee.
Sir, oh my goodness.
We haven't even paid off the closing costs yet.
My Lord.
Okay. Never, ever, ever do this, folks. Don't roll in high interest debt into the mortgage and thinking you're going to be saving money. Yeah, your payments come down, but you're looking at the payment, but you're not looking at the overall interest cost. So I just paid off $7,000 of what I rolled in the first year. You know, in 2 years, I paid off $14,000 and I'm at $20,000 in interest. Do you know how long it takes to pay off the $50,000 I rolled in? I'm just going to go right down here, Coffee. It takes 76 months. 76 months to pay off the 50 grand. And do you know how much interest I paid? $61,730.87. So what just happened here without me realizing it?
It sounds like it made it worse.
If you borrow $1 from me, Coffee.
Wow.
If you borrow $1 from me and I say, yeah, pay me back $2, $1 that you borrowed and $1 in interest. What is the interest rate on that? Isn't that 100% interest?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I'm just speechless right now.
Okay. It's 100% interest. So if I borrow $50,000 from the bank, it takes me 76 months to pay it back. I pay $61,000 in interest. If I borrow $50,000 and I pay back $50,000 in interest on a $50,000 loan, isn't that 100%? interest when I was thinking it was 2.99. Folks, the interest rate you're quoted is not the interest you end up paying when you do this. And the bankers won't tell you. The reason why the mortgage professionals won't tell you is because they do their loans exactly the same way. This is the way they've been taught. They're looking at the interest rate. They're looking at, I'm saving $500 a month in my payments. They're not looking at how much interest they're actually paying. They're not looking at how long it's actually going to take them to pay back the $50,000 they just rolled into the loan. They're not looking at the actual interest cost of doing it because no one's there to point it out. I need your help to get this information out to the masses by sharing this room, by sharing the replay, by sharing the videos on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. Get this information out so folks can hear it for the first time in their lives and stop listening to the gurus that are telling them the exact opposite.
But Don has some valuable information that can contribute to the quality of a person's life. And it only costs you a few dollars. It's his book. Why not get that?
I'm going to go through the P.I.L.L method myself with some of my investment properties. So I'm going to link up with Don, and then I'm going to sit down with him, show him my investment portfolio, and see how I can eliminate interest.